No trace of Typhon shall remain.
I know you can't be in our circus there forever, Em, so it's a good thing I got a hold of you right as you're starting off. We'll get you to this mountaintop in practically no time.
I draw you down, O moon. Lend me your light.
Your headmistress revealed more to me about your current charge, ensuring that our time flows freely forward from here on. I understand this newer task may have no end in sight, so bid you pace yourself accordingly.
What is this about having to confront Cronos in other times, and even Typhon too? I'll not pretend to understand, but if this is the cost of peace, I'll pay my share without a second thought.
The deed is done, or should I say the task is finally complete, but you're right back to work.
Yes, well, call it a habit or an opportunity to check up on some things. And thank you, Artemis. I won't forget the flight of the Silver Sisters.
Apollo just had to come along, though I won't soon forget it either. Not felt a victory like that in ages. Wait, why are we still fighting?
To destroy every last trace of the threat we faced, apparently. So I still need you around as much as ever.
You mean we get to keep this up, and I will have as much target practice as I want? Well, okay. Here.
You really did it, gorgeous. That ugly monster's finally gone. I never could tell if he even had a heart, as there was not a trace of love in him at all. Only the worst intentions and desires. So much for those.
What have you done? The Titan Kronos ought to have been destroyed, not taken in. The rot is in his very soul and cannot be removed. But my daughter, she sent word that she is well, and what am I to do with all of this?
My word, girl. To have delivered a groveling, impotent Kronos right into our hands after having utterly destroyed Typhon. One astonishing feat after another, even for a goddess of your pedigree. How can we ever repay you?
More company.
Your service to the Titan Kronos is complete, Cyclops. His war against Olympus has ended, if you've not already heard. I hold no enmity toward you. Be on your way.
I was just wondering how come I haven't gotten paid. Thought maybe my shepherding hasn't been up to snuff.
Kronos was compensating you for tending sheep. I thought you were supposed to be guarding the city gates.
What do you even know about it? You really think I'm gonna leave my flock now, after all we've been through? And I can always earn my meal ticket some other way. Lights.
Another rival overcome.
Thank you, Nyx. Good find.
On the outskirts of the city lies a makeshift dock, from which a vessel may cut through the channel across the land toward the mountain of the gods.
Looks like I'll need a ride.
Aid from Olympus can take many different forms, as not all of us are suitably prepared or even built to face significant ordeals. Take, for instance, fairest Aphrodite over here.
Oh, Lady Demeter, you know that's patently untrue. I may be more a lover than a fighter, but that doesn't mean I won't mangle the faces of our foes if that is what it takes to get them to back off. Now, why don't we show your granddaughter how well we get along?
But a few. Lentil pulses, powdered sage, salt of mountain, ripe of age. Golden petals, spider silk, flower pollen, cattle milk. Powdered crystal, orange zest, now my will be manifest. How very fortunate. Our Lady Hecate confirmed each detail of what you have achieved, although with far less modesty than you. Oh, such an accomplishment, Poppet.
Thank you, Madam Circe. If not for your enchantments, I might never have gained the summit of Olympus, which was a necessary step. You don't mind if we keep on like this?
Oh, I would mind if we no longer did. So long as you have more to do, you can veritably count on my contribution. Isn't Isn't it marvelous?
Thank you.
Good heavens! More for me? I'm unaccustomed to receiving gifts here on my little isle, though I'm pleased to try and get more used to it. If you must so insist.
Insist is a strong word, madam, but I would like for you to have this, yes. Perhaps it will help you perfect your own recipe, or while away a pleasant night, should one arise. Every time. Now that my brother's back, you still have no intention to return the Rail of Adamant, do you? Even though it was in his possession prior to all this.
What makes you think he has greater right to it than me, huh, babe? He wasn't even using it 5/6 of the time. Just another weapon to him. But it's my one and only.
How touching. I trust your mother shall make sure it all works out, seeing as she's back as well. I wonder if she's always known you'd get your hands on that thing.
Oh, she has. Because this isn't my first time. Then I kind of lost it at one point, and your brother got his hands on it instead. But I always take what's mine. Return to Shadow, now?
There it is.
You honor me and have my thanks. This nectar, it's been to the underworld and back, along with you. It'll take on a particularly complex flavor, I should think.
If this bottle indeed traveled to the ends of the earth before returning home, then it's all the more suited to someone of your wisdom and experience. May you enjoy it once you lay down your arms.
I have been called a savior many times, and take some pleasure in overturning near-hopeless situations. But recently, it was my own hope that faltered, until you restored it. The father of all monsters is truly gone.
Olympus belongs to the gods. Typhon's destruction was a necessity. I may have been the one to deliver him to the void, but the doing of it took our combined strength.
You chthonic gods in your modesty. Be proud, cousin. You have achieved a glorious result, for which we all are thankful. I knew I had to trust you, but I also felt I should.
Our nightly routine.
The war is over, Titan. Drop the act. You still refer to Kronos as your master, and seem no less charitable towards the gods, despite now doing this for their sake, not just yours.
You know as well as I that the conditions of your climb need to approximate your prior path if you are going to succeed. And I admit that the result I seek would otherwise not be possible. Thus, here we find ourselves.
The result you seek involves me repeatedly beating you up. Perhaps all you really do want is a proper thrashing, under the guise of acting like some sort of savior.
I have extraordinarily high tolerance for pain. For such mockery, less so. Remember, we can both administer a thrashing here. Krytos and I have done what needed to be done. Now you go do the same. You know, lies ahead.
See you later. Gemstones.
Greetings.
Hello, grandfather.
Now then, my girl, you know what to expect. Leap for the summit, all whilst I shall ensure you find the proper stream.
A little gift. I wanted this to be a surprise, love. Who could possibly ask for a better outcome opening up some plain old bag, only to find me waiting there with outstretched arms?
Olympians, let's give him everything we've got.
Right now. Typhon! Back to the abyss! This is our time. Some gemstones.
Once more, no trace remains of our world's worst monstrosity, and the mere possibility that he could have wreaked further havoc on this mountaintop grows faint.
We'll leave nothing to chance. The path to the palace. To all my family on the mountain, let me pass. It worked. It's... Grandfather with the king and queen.
Now do you see, my son? Although the Typhon with whom you already clashed is gone, there could have been certain circumstances under which he remained. One fewer now, of course.
And how many of these circumstances are there, would you say, Father? For we cannot expect Melinue to battle to our mountaintop for all eternity.
Speaking of which, welcome again, my dear. We were just having ourselves a bit of a chat with your grandfather. We've not decided what to do with him as yet, you see.
Oh, hello, granddaughter. I had assured the king and queen that you would be victorious again, for you had been victorious before. Thank you for validating my theories.
Oh, you're welcome. King Zeus, Queen Hera. I can attest these possibilities of Typhon do appear to exist, having just found one with Grandfather's assistance and eradicated it.
Typhon is closer to a shade of himself now. The possibility of his dominion over Olympus has grown faint, and fainter still with each of your successes. But how many are required, I unfortunately cannot calculate.
And why not? Perhaps if we persuaded you sufficiently, Titan, you'd be inclined to answer in a more straightforward way.
I have but recently learned of these possibilities myself. Time is flowing freely forth for the most part. My granddaughter merely can ensure that there are no obstructions of concern. At her convenience, of course.
And I would see to that, however long it takes. By your leave, of course, O King and Queen. I ask that you permit Grandfather to carry on. Thus far, he's been true to his word.
We do have something suitable for you in mind, Father, but due to matters of security, our palace henceforth is to be sealed off. Melinue, perhaps when your mother resumes her yearly travels here, you may come visit again.
We've been such awful hosts to you, my dear. We never intended for any of this to occur. But we have pledged you our support before, and you shall have it for as long as you require, even if we bicker over it now and again. Fare you well.
Be safe.
Grandmother.
Granddaughter.
We did it, Grandmother. You fought so hard for me, for all of us. But it must be difficult to see Kronos again.
I shall not dignify him with so much as a passing glance, Melinue. The Titan would have reached a different end were it for me to decide, but I'm grateful that the outcome was not worse.
From what I gathered, this may be farewell for a while, at least face to face. I'll still be seeing you most nights, if you'll be able to keep aiding me by boon.
Of course. And there shall come a time again when your mother shall be visiting us half the year. Perhaps then you may come along, once every few seasons at least.
Grandmother, is this for me? Thank you.
Ruling the heaven. We ought to be feasting in your name as far as I'm concerned, Sunshine. No sign of Dionysus still, and our new guest has drawn most of the attention. Soon we also won't be letting anybody in from the outside.
It's all right, cousin, as I'm not much for feasting anyhow. And we do need to find a place for this grandfather of ours. Do you know what Lord Uncle Zeus has in store for him?
Not entirely, but my impression is he's sending Kronos back into the underworld, to Lord Hades. Apparently they've reached some sort of bargain. So, you truly think our grandfather has changed?
I think he has a different outlook on things, yes. As for me, sounds like I may not be able to return anytime soon. This place truly is beyond compare, and with each visit, you've made me feel welcome. Thank you for that and everything.
Oh, come on, it's all of us who should be thanking you, and quite profusely, I should add. Anyhow, not like this is a permanent farewell. I'll keep in touch by boon, all right?
All right. It sounds like I may not be visiting again anytime soon, so thank you all. And please let the others know I wish them well. Let's keep in touch by boon. Return to Shadow now. That's more like it. That's one fewer possibility that things will run afoul for us again.
How can this be?
The old painting safely tucked away. That memory isn't going anywhere.
Hey, you were talking in your sleep a little bit. Not that I paid too close attention, but where were you last night anyway? You seem a little off.
Oh, I was up there, on the surface. I never thought I'd see it for myself, and now I'm there night after night. It's cold, damp, overrun with the dead.
You're really selling me on the whole thing. If it's that bad, how come you keep on going over there? I'd just stay here if I were you. Or me.
You don't understand. I have to go that way. It's part of my task. Well, not officially, but... Look, I won't bore you with the details. I should go.
Have fun being all cold and damp. Ow.
I'll just clean this up.
So what do you think of Nyx? You met her, right? Now you know where Nemi gets her looks and where I get my personality.
What? I hardly got to know her, but even still, Nyx didn't seem anything like you at all. She was very elegant.
Aw, thanks, babe. But beneath that cold exterior, she's got a wild side, I swear. Why else would she have so many kids all by herself? She's out of her mind.
Or just you, perhaps.
Felled that monster. Were the heights of Olympus all that you imagined at the palace of Lord Zeus? If you're to overcome such hardships to reach that point, the view had best be worth the while.
The palace grounds were like nothing I've ever beheld. Though everything was so vivid, I scarce could see it all. I felt as though I didn't belong there.
That you do not. Well, as long as your mountain relatives showed you a bit of hospitality in the brief time you had.
They did, but I'm glad I'm back. What's to be done? Grandmother's recipe.
I see you all appear to be pursuing your responsibilities with diligence. Each child of mine a valuable asset to the Witch of the Crossroads in my absence.
Whatever she says goes, Mother. We did what we could.
And Hypnos, he was here throughout this whole ordeal as well. Be certain to pay due respect to Hecate. You may remain here for the time, so long as more is to be done, and that you all continue to cooperate. Are we understood?
Of course, Mother. We cooperate here all the time.
Of that I am now certain. But I cannot remain to see it with my own eyes, for the realm has need of me below. Farewell, and may darkness guide you where moonlight cannot.
Bye, Mother.
Such pitiable offerings as this are hardly worth my notice, witch!
No, but seriously, thanks. Nobody ever gets me anything. Besides you, I mean. That's nice, you know?
It's nice for me as well. Having you here as company means a lot, so it really is the least I could do. Reminds me of Seleni's chariot. The underworld shall be restored. I was thinking of putting these purifying salts to use, Headmistress. Call it a cleansing ritual. Would you accompany me?
A visit to the springs ought to rid us of unwanted thoughts for a while. Let us be cleansed together then.
just right.
Let us regain our strength. We're like two nettles boiling in a cauldron, aren't we?
I remember bathing in this spring when I was very small. You would ask me never to splash your hair, and I would do it anyway. You were so tolerant of me.
Well, now at least you know the reason that your training was so rigorous. There came a point when even my vast tolerance for all your splashing finally wore thin.
Wait, you trained me to the height of my ability as a witch because I got your hair wet?
It was either that or transform you into a newt or something. Come off it, Milinoe. You are entirely too serious sometimes.
A lesson I've been unable to take to heart, Headmistress. I suppose it's been a while since we talked like this.
Yes, well, that's growing up for you. And present circumstances haven't helped either. This blasted hot spring got all covered up with moss and had been stagnant, I don't know how long. Being here again, it takes me back.
Do you think we'll be able to keep the moss from reclaiming this place again?
I'll watch the moss, you watch the splashing. Deal?
Deal.
Much better. Sometimes I think that hot spring could raise the dead.
How goes it with the never-ending torment stuff, now that you got that oat thing over there? Those nocturnal arms of yours, they must be having a great time.
The arms of night. They are reacting to the oath, I think. Growing stronger as the testaments are carried out. Drinking the very nightmares born of mortal's fear of the dark.
Now that is what I like to hear.
I'll admit it, Apollo had a lot to do with this one, but I still like it. And it reminds me of how we all got to soar together through the sky. Join me a bit?
A new detail. There we are. Closer to me. Lim and Oros, awaken.
Yeah, wake up.
Draw greater power from the silver pool.
What's gotten into Kronos, eh? One moment it's the same old war, and then the next he shows up on our mountain all contrite. I know you witches can be serious, but this was well past what I reckoned you could do.
I shall never forgive Kronos, nor do I wish to see his wretched countenance again. But if whatever spell you cast on him has truly withered his ambitions, then so be it. Perhaps there was no other way.
So far, I'm liking this new Gramps of ours much better than the mean old Kronos from before. You'll have to tell me sometime how you turned his world upside down to make him be this way. Heck hasn't said a thing.
A customer. We've had some goings-on here in these woods. A lot more goings-on than usual. Lost souls all acting strange. Did something happen I should know about?
Arachne, it's just that my task is finally complete. Well, for the most part. King Hades and Queen Persephone are back, and they'll soon give all the lost souls here a place to go.
Why, but that is exciting. You did it, my friend. But then, it looks to me as though your fighting isn't over with.
Not yet, and possibly not for a while. So if it's all the same to you, I may keep passing by every so often. And not just for the beautiful silk dresses, but to say hello.
Why then, hello right back. And you are truly welcome here whenever you desire. I'm so happy for you.
When Artemis first told me your tale, I figured it was just one of her pranks. Taking on the Titan yourself, come on. But it did sound like something a vengeful child of Hades might attempt.
flux.
I sensed upheaval in the earth the likes of which I have not felt before. The tenor of it more than the intensity. Something transpired in your father's residence, and Kronos vacated. Why would he take an action such as that? Respond.
Respectfully, Almighty Chaos, Kronos has had quite a change of heart. I found my brother Zagreus, who aided me in bringing it about. Our grandfather conceded in his war against Olympus, and now seeks to make amends.
An interesting change. The absence of detail raises many different questions, which I shall explore. The outcome that you sought has been achieved, yet you seem to pursue it even still. My mark, therefore, remains available to you.
I can't exactly drink this on the hunt, you know. But I can squirrel it away for safekeeping. Maybe once all this is settled, we can share a bottle and get properly caught up.
Or, failing that, we could always keep on teaming against vengeful spirits and the like. Although it's nice to keep the possibility in mind.
I meant to thank you, since our woods and mountains are no longer likely to be crushed beneath a monster's foot or slithering appendages. That's been a big relief.
Oh, anytime. I wouldn't have liked being crushed that way either. Sounds like Lord Zeus and Queen Hera had some contingency in mind that was best avoided.
Our woods and mountains would have been in even worse shape then. Your way shook father and stepmother up a bit. The power to destroy mortals and all that. But it's best they respect you. That's how you get them to be nice.
Here's the gold.
I heard you speak the vow of rivals at the Oath of the Unseen. Then you shall soon confront your headmistress in all her dark glory. How she longed that you would gain the strength to face her thus. Time can be controlled.
Why am I unsurprised you're still here offering your wares, even with everything that's happened recently, my lord? You won't stop until the underworld's entirely restored. Not even then. Got it.
You made the vow again. Everything as it once was, yet nothing is the same. A feeling I know only too well. It seems we are to prolong your training for a while.
My training shall never be complete, isn't that right? Although it's odd to think that following my prior steps to Tartarus shall help maintain the proper course of time.
Whether we truly possess the capability to maintain time remains to be seen. But we can at least maintain ourselves. Return to Shadows hence. Trust that your eve is only beginning.
Into the purse. An unfamiliar tune. Go on, Tula. Victory. Ooh, a stockfin. What is that? Some sort of parchment work? Whosoever claims this contract shall forthwith... I'm not reading all this. Wait.
Melinoe!
Brother!
Well, this is awkward. Melinoe, what are you doing here? I was just basking in the adulation of the crowd. They never tire of seeing the champion or champions of Elysium fall.
Hello, Zagreus. Wow, this is Elysium, but I don't know what I'm doing here. Last I recall, I'd picked up some sort of burning parchment from Charon's shop.
Oh, gods. You really accepted an infernal contract, read all the fine print, and still thought it was a good idea.
I can't exactly say I read all the fine print. I mean, there seemed an awful lot, and could you perhaps summarize what I consented to?
A free trip to Elysium for one, and an exhibition match with its present champion or champions for another. Though exhibition does mean deadly battle in this case. You ready? Let's give these shades a shot.
If you insist.
Meet the Princess of the Underworld, everyone. hole there. Blast.
Zagreus, are you all right? I wasn't certain whether this was meant to be more for show or for real.
I have to assume you decided for real was the way to go. Anyway, if anybody asks, I went easy on my little sister. Now, if you'll excuse me, I lost a little blood. That was beginner's luck.
Took you down, big brother. For me.
The stunned and elated onlookers of Elysium gaze upon the seldom-seen princess, having heard only the terrifying rumors of her fury, and paid witness to it all firsthand.
There.
Your brother Zagreus is doing well. I trust that you shall get on famously, for you have much in common. Brutality, mercilessness. Would that I had such a sibling here.
Just... man. I'm so... oh, I mean... oh, right? Laurel.
You can just call me Mel.
Oh, whoa, for me, how thoughtful. Look, try all you like. I can't requite your love. Thought I'd make myself about as clear as these waters, just in case you got the wrong idea again.
Not every gesture needs to be interpreted as having some romantic overtones, does it? You've made your feelings unambiguous, and I appreciate that. As a friend.
Whoa, what's wrong with you? Coming in here like that. You don't need me, Tummy. You need a doctor or healer or something.
Yes, well, I found those somewhat difficult to locate around here. Though on the flip side, no shortage of fish-like monstrosities determined to cut me a set of gills.
Yeah, that's what they all say. Look, there's probably a fountain or something somewhere around here. Wash up, come back, we'll talk. Now leave, okay?
I can use this.
Auntie Hestia has arrived. Having my food just stuffed into some unmarked sack, I swear. Halfway surprised it didn't burn right through. Sometimes it isn't easy getting hold of you, you know.
On with the show.
Stoke it up, lady. One of our proud sponsors made all our dreams come true. A brand new stage and a collaboration with one of the biggest names this side of the sea.
Charybdis, here with you. This is no sponsor's doing, but the will of night. As fear spreads, so do these manifestations of nightmares. My own, apparently.
Badmouth our sponsor all you like, but they got taste, and you do not. We're debuting our latest single thanks to them, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. At least not the first part. This song's called Rock in the Hard Place!
Wash right up onto our shore. Lady, you're all that I love.
gemstones. There you are. You're late. Already took care of things here, though you'll still get your share, I'm sure.
If you insist on trying to hunt Kronos down, why don't we work at it together at least?
Can't be seen with you and don't need your help besides. But I get you need mine, so here, take this, and you never saw me, got it?
I'd say we have sufficiently retraced our steps.
If all of this was but a playful game for the three-headed Cerberus, then he at least is finally tuckered out.
The realm grows stronger. Always use more.
All reconfigured Tartarus. Oh, it is your daughter.
Family.
Hades, look!
Our daughter.
Somehow the Princess of the Underworld has worked her magic on the Hound of Hell.
You know me now, don't you?
He does.
Take care, Mother.
Oh, Malinois, you're back. We thought we might find you here. Well, Hades did. I never would have guessed.
Your mother and I had looked forward to seeing you again ever since you departed. How have you fared? Are matters in the Crossroads well in hand?
Everything is more or less all right, Father. It's good to see you in this chamber in far better spirits than before, though why return to such a place? I'd have thought you'd rather be just about anywhere else.
The house is partially in order, but the rest of Tartarus yet bears the mark of my father's extravagant tastes. Whatever harm he caused our family, undoing his decor shall take longer still.
Grandfather shall do his part. It also means I get to say hello.
Well, I shall do my small part then, in the retracing of your steps, provided I may be of service still.
Soot from the house.
Till next we meet.
Mother, Father, I'm so grateful to have you back in my life. We've so much to catch up on, but all the time in the world. For now, this is just a small housewarming gift.
Thank you, this is perfect. Our supply back at the house has disappeared. Perhaps Kronos had a taste for it.
Nectar from the highest peaks. To think we once forbade this substance here, though that was well before your time. Thank you, daughter. And we have something here for you in turn. A small token, but a symbol of our family as well.
Please, take it.
Thank you both for this.
Good, you are here at last. Now that you faithfully retraced your path, I ought to be able to manipulate the course of time such that you find yourself within the house, whilst a remnant self of mine sits on your father's throne. Ready?
Not quite. Shall this go much like on the summit of Olympus? The way you conjured up a vision of a time that could have been?
Well, I certainly believe this ought to transpire, as you say. Of course, that which awaits within shall perhaps be a little different in each instance that we venture thus.
Very well, then. Tula, fish. No escape. Another Styxion?
Go get him.
Wow, it worked.
You again. Insolent girl. I do not know how you last managed to escape from me, but you have gravely erred in setting foot again within these halls, thus giving me a second chance.
This is not your second chance, Titan, but your last. You are an aberration and should not even exist, not here like this.
If I may interrupt, greetings. In case the resemblance is insufficient, I am you. Yet I am also me. I know this must be difficult to accept, but my granddaughter is quite correct.
Grandfather, let me handle this. Knowing how you used to be, he won't be listening to reason here.
What is this foolishness, this mockery? You would confound me with these cheap illusions, whilst you deign to lecture me about what should exist or not. Begone! You damnable! But I thought none could possibly resist the ravages of time. But you, how? You, my vestige, shall unfortunately never know. Now forgive this old man his transgressions. May time flow freely forth. What I feel most odd.
You're gone.
A vision of the House of Hades, overtaken by the Titan of Time. One possibility that could have come to pass, had not the princess just eradicated him.
I can get used to this. Got it.
Thus did Melenoi, the unseen princess of the underworld, prevent the very possibility that time could turn so cruelly against the gods again. At least one possibility, of which there may be many, many more. For time flows like a river, and its passage and its currents take strange turns. The princess never did see the true House of Hades again, not on this night at least. But it is still entirely a mess from all which the Titan wrought, so she did not miss much.
Return to Shadow now? One after another. Shall we go again, Phrynos? Perhaps we're dealing with infinite possibilities.
Hey, Mel.
Brother, he's so different, yet it's like part of you was missing till you met.
Wonder if I ever used to have nightmares. So you can just imagine yourself in these completely different, horrible situations?
Yes, and sometimes I'm not even there, which can make them even more unsettling. Though they don't trouble me as much anymore.
Well, at least you've got me. That's a curse.
As long as it is not an imposition, Lady Hecate. I know you have far greater responsibilities than looking after yet another child of Nyx. Especially when Nyx herself is back.
When Melenoi first summoned you, I said that you could stay for now. And it continues to be now, does it not? You seem the sort to make yourself useful without getting underfoot. It is all that I require.
Then I shall do so to the best of my ability. Please notify me if you deem my performance unsatisfactory in any way.
Oh, gods, you're just like her.
Like who?
Only the fearless are deserving of the gifts of night.
You've done it.
Good hunting.
Were you aware that Scylla and Charybdis had teamed up?
Well, you could certainly say that. Why do you ask?
I caught their latest performance. It was quite a spectacle, to say the least. You could have forewarned me that the two were working in concert.
Goddess forgive me, but I thought it was quite common knowledge that Scylla and Charybdis were collaborating. It's not a new development at all.
Perhaps I merely missed the news.
I don't see how you could have.
Did it again. So you're still fighting Kronos, and you're still fighting Typhon. Though not just a matter of where, but a matter of when. Something like that.
Something like that. Our Kronos, who had, let's say, a spiritual awakening of sorts, is seeing to it that time flows freely forth, to use his expression. We wish to prevent even the possibility of what happened before.
I don't get it. What happened before happened already. Time is a simple concept, keeps everything moving forward for everybody at the same exact rate.
There may be more to it than that, apparently.
Everything's gotten so complicated.
There's no way she could have... Oh, hey! My disciples here claim that you clashed with none other than the Prince of the Underworld himself, and you fought with the fury of a demon, to which I said, come on.
It's true, sir. I found myself in some competition chamber in what looked to be Elysium. There, Zagreus and I engaged in a full-contact battle for the hearts of our spectators.
Well, that seems pretty pointless to me, kiddo, seeing as I trained you both. You were equally matched. I don't see what comparisons are even to be drawn.
Commander, we're nothing alike.
That's exactly what he'd say.
Hey, now that the taverna's back, how about I treat you to a bit of the ambrosia of the gods? You have my word, it's good.
Well, I guess I'm not in the middle of anything, and since you did give me your word... Know what? I'm in. Considered a delicacy, huh? Figures. Kind of a weird consistency. Are you supposed to drink this stuff or eat it?
You're mainly just supposed to savor it with friends. I agree it's a bit unusual, but then it's intended for extraordinary circumstances.
Yeah? What makes this so extraordinary? We're just lounging around. Not in the tent, which granted isn't normal in my case, but still.
It's ours to decide what's special, don't you think? Yes, we see each other night in and night out, but we have never shared a fancy bottle like this, just the two of us.
I guess I see your point, but bit of a paradox or something, right? Ambrosia's meant for extraordinary events, but it's the ambrosia itself making things unnaturally festive.
Supernaturally, even. My skin, it's beginning to crawl, as though something is here with us. Oh, gods.
The gods themselves shall quake with fear, the likes of which your frail consciousness shall never comprehend.
Alright, so then ambrosia's not that bad. I gotta go unwind, but that was fun.
Do it, Dora. Time to retrace my steps.